By the end of this video, you're going to be able to make your Ray-Ban Meta glasses last all day long. We're covering everything from the biggest battery killers, the smallest enhancements to get you that extra mile, and I'm going to be testing every single one of these battery accessories to get that battery life even longer. By the end of this video, you will know all the secrets. You'll be left with only the best product. And even if you don't want to get it, your battery life is going to be so much longer. But buckle in, get some popcorn, because we are hitting every single tip possible. You're not going to want to miss any of the tricks. But first, we've soared past 10K. Before I even have this surprise announcement, we're past 11K. You guys are amazing. Trust me, the surprise is going to be great. You're not going to want to miss the 10K celebration. So make sure you stay subscribed to the channel, or subscribe now if you haven't done so already. First up, we have the biggest changes you can make to improve your battery life the most. And this starts with the biggest battery killers. And unfortunately, that's going to be video. Look at this. At 20 minutes in, the Ray-Ban Meta is at 79% after non-stop continuous music and one video recording. Then for 4 minutes, let's see what happens when you just have music playing through the glasses. It goes from 79% to 79%. So music doesn't actually kill it that fast. But watch what happens when I record video for 3 minutes. It went all the way down to 69%, a 10% drop in 3 minutes just from recording video. So if you want your Ray-Ban Metas to last longer, the first and biggest thing you can possibly do, this is by far the biggest battery killer of your Ray-Ban Metas, is going to be that video function. But if you don't want to cut out video completely, here are some tricks. This first one's my favorite, and it has to do with making sure you get the shot right the first time. The biggest barrier to this is the framing. So how do you get the framing just right the first time you record the video so you don't have to do it over again? Before you start recording, open up Instagram or Facebook and start a live stream. So press the plus button. You can look up how to start a live stream on Facebook or Instagram if you don't know how to do that already. Or watch my infinite recording limit video hack. But all you're going to want to do is double tap the frame of the glasses here to switch to the glasses camera.
Switch to your glasses camera.
You can see the light pop up. And now on my phone, if I turn my head, the frame moves around. So this is really useful just to line up your shot. So I can see where my hands come in. So if I'm holding something and I want to make sure it's in the frame, I now know how high I have to hold my hands in order to get that shot. The second really big tip, keep your videos shorter if you can. Don't have a bunch of extra time at the beginning or at the end. As soon as you know you got the shot, just end the video. And wait until a little bit closer before the event happens. Don't start at minutes before if you want the optimal battery life while still being able to record video. Now the number 2 battery killer isn't the music as you saw, it's actually going to be the AI. So how do we combat this? One of the reasons is because most people have it always listening for Hey Meta. There's a couple ways you can overcome this. But first, if you don't want the battery to go down because it's always listening for Hey Meta, here's a cool trick. Make sure your glasses are on and head over to the Meta AI app. From here, go to the glasses tab at the bottom and then tap on your glasses model. Now you're going to go to connected apps and you're going to make sure one of these is connected. Let's just say Spotify, for instance. Tap on it and then scroll down to assign defaults. Tap on that. And here you can assign tap and hold. Tap on this and you can switch tap and hold or 3-finger tap and hold to Meta AI. So basically with that on, I tap and hold on the side of my glasses and Meta is listening. This is cool because you don't have to say Hey Meta out loud in front of a bunch of people, and consequently it saves you on battery life. But only if you do what I'm about to show you. After you set it to tap and hold or 3-finger tap and hold, go back to the home screen, tap on your glasses yet again, and then you're going to tap on Meta AI. From here, go to Hey Meta Preferences, and you're going to turn off Say Hey Meta or OK Meta to start a voice command. This will make it so it's not always listening, and will save you battery life in the long run and day to day. Alternatively, use AI that processes more through your phone. So with my phone, I have set up double tap to start the ChatGPT voice. The audio will go in through the glasses, the microphone as well, and that will save you a little bit of battery life too. But there's some other settings that we can also change. That will make it so the battery dies a little slower. So if you tap on your glasses and then you scroll down in the Meta AI app and you turn off wear detection, then it won't be sensing for when you take on and off your glasses to turn off certain features. That'll save the battery life a little bit too, and I love to always have this off anyways, because then when I'm recording videos, I can take them off my face and they will still record, or I can still hear the last bits of audio before it completely cuts out when I take them off. Obviously this goes without saying, but live AI is also going to kill it pretty quickly, not as quickly as video recording, but pretty fast, because it's going to be taking in that video and using AI at the same time. So don't leave that on longer than you have to. So make sure you don't forget to turn that off after you started using it. By the way, if all these tricks are seeming like things you don't want to do so far, that's okay. I got a couple more that you might still be able to do. And you can avoid doing all the stuff I just said and use your glasses however you want if you watch to the end and see the battery accessories. But more on that later. The number 3 thing killing your battery life, streaming/audio. So if you didn't know, it plays through these bottom speakers down here into your ears, and they can get pretty loud. So a big thing you want to do if you want to save the battery life, if you're listening to music or any of that stuff, is just turn down the volume a little bit. You don't need to have it blasting all the time if you don't want to. But to do that, you just swipe backwards, that turns down the volume. If you want to turn it back up, you swipe forward. Another tip is to not keep it in super cold temperatures. This will make the battery die faster. So if you can, when you're out and about and it's cold, make sure you're wearing them and they're not somewhere else so that the heat from your face can warm the glasses up a little bit. And just generally try to keep them not in super frigid temperatures. Finally, the last trick is to go to your Meta AI app, tap on the glasses, tap on media, and then make sure auto import is turned off. And just generally wait to transfer the videos until you get back home or you're somewhere where you don't need the battery to last longer. If you incorporate all of those, especially the video recording one and making sure you get your framing right the first time, that will get you a long ways. In my video with heavy use, the Ray-Ban Metas lasted an hour and 40 minutes when I was constantly playing music at loud volumes and recording videos every 10 or 20 minutes. But if you do all of these tricks, you're gonna get a lot closer to that 4-hour mark that they advertise. Lastly, if you want the battery itself to last longer over longer periods of time, fast charging actually makes batteries deteriorate a lot faster, and the case is a fast charger. So if you use one of the accessories that I'm just about to show you, you'll be able to connect your glasses to a more slow charging source, which should make the battery of the glasses last longer. Over time, your glasses battery life won't go down as much. So that's just something to note. Okay, now we're gonna go through all of these battery accessories if you wanna get your glasses from 4 hours to all day, and basically forever as long as your power block or the phone you're using to charge the glasses stays charged itself. Up first, we have this charging cable that connects directly to the case and attaches to the top middle of the glasses. Let's try it on. This cord is 1.5 meters or just about 5 feet long. So if it was connected to your glasses, you'd have plenty of length to carry whatever it is to charge your glasses. Plenty of length. Although I do want to point out the cord is a bit thin here. This is the part that hooks onto your glasses, and this is the part that hooks onto your case. This one will run you $29.99 minus a 10% coupon, so about 27 bucks. Getting it to fit in the case is a little tricky. Make sure these knobs are facing towards the inside of the case. So just like this. And then you're gonna have to push it a little bit to get past that, but once it's pushed, it will be really secure in there. It's not gonna fall out or anything. Then with these shiny pins on the bottom, and the plastic cover on the front, you're gonna come under the glasses from the front and clip it on just like that. Now, unlike a future accessory, there's no way to clip this onto the frame here, so you're gonna have to move around the wire yourself with no clips onto the frame. If you don't move it around yourself, this is what it'll end up looking like if you're actually wearing it. So you wanna hook it up to your ear and tuck it in kind of like that. Now you can actually close your case with the cord sticking out, which is kind of nice. And if you want to have your case in your pocket, then you can still charge it like this. And it is pretty minimalistic. But the lack of the clip and how thin this wire is, and the fact that you have to use the case, it's not portable, you can't plug it into anything else, means it's also going to be fast charging, and you're stuck with that, so you can't preserve the battery life long term. I probably wouldn't recommend this one, but if you want to give it a go, it is in the description. Again, it's 27 bucks, but let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have a pretty versatile one, because this one charges via USB-A, and it comes with this adapter so you can charge it via USB-C just by plugging it in like this. Now the benefit of this one is that I do think it has the thickest cord out of all of them. But the drawback for some people, if you're tall, is it's only 3.2 feet. And it doesn't look the prettiest. This is the part that goes on your glasses. With the pins on the bottom, bring it in from the bottom and then rotate it forward. And this is what it'll look like once they're on there. But if you're wondering, this isn't the ugliest out of all of them. You'll see that one later. But the thick cord length and the fact that you can plug it in USB-A or USB-C is a nice benefit. There's no clip on this one, so you have to orient it around yourself, and the cord is larger, so it is going to be more noticeable. That's the downside of that extra durability. And honestly, it's a little bit uncomfortable on the nose here, like this is pointy. So you might want to sand down the edges so it's rounder if you actually plan on using these. And it's harder to hide the cord because it is so much thicker and more rigid. It does work, it's charging right now, and I've plugged it into my phone with the adapter, so we know the adapter works. But when I put it in my pocket, the cord is very close to being fully extended. 3.2 isn't really long enough if you're an average sized person. Unless you want to hang it around in the front like this, in which case it's fine. If you want to give that one a go, it's in the description on Amazon and it costs $29.99 right now. Up next, we have the ugliest of the bunch. This is the Metaport, and I would basically never recommend this because a lot of them arrive not even working. It is really small, but you have to plug a USB-C cord into this section. It looks premium, and honestly, so does the website, but in functionality, it's not great. You slide it on, it goes on pretty easily, and then you go to the bottom here, and then you clip it on the top. This will definitely make you look like a cyborg. I look like an evil villain right now. And then you need to plug in a USB port into the bottom, and there's basically no way to manage this cable well since it's hanging straight down. It's basically going to be rubbing on your face, and it just doesn't look good. On top of this, a bunch of USB-C cords don't work, only very specific ones do, and it's kind of random. And again, like I said, they ship a bunch out that don't work at all, so I would not recommend these whatsoever. But they are 25 bucks in the description if you want them. Up next, we have this C charging accessory, and the benefit of this one is that it's perfect for you no matter what your height is. The front of it is discreet. This end is USB-C, so you can plug it directly into your phone. And it even comes with this solution to attach the cord to the arm of your glasses, and you have flexibility about where you can put it. 5 feet long. Another interesting design feature is that in this rubber management solution, there's a really tiny hole, I don't know if you can see it, right there in the middle, where you can actually slide the cord into, so it's nice and secure. So the first thing you want to do, thread this cord through the device here, so that it's ready when we put it on the glasses. It's worth mentioning that this cord is the second thickest out of the bunch. We had the case charging ones, which had a really thick cord, but this one's a good medium thickness. So if you're worried about the cord durability, this may be your best option yet. And it's 5 feet long, so plenty good for tall people. You attach it to the glasses in the same way as the rest, from the bottom, middle first, and then fastening it to the top until it clips just like that. This one is really nice and secure on there, which I like. It doesn't feel loose like some of the ones earlier. Now I'm going to push this end through the end of the frame here and pull it. Once it's in, I'm going to bring the cord to the top and pull it up into the little slot just like that. And technically you could have this wherever you want. This is the thickest part of the frame and it even fits there. But you can pull it more forward, you can pull it more back. Let's just leave ours around this area. Then you're gonna take the loose wire and make sure it's still in the hole here and thread it through. So just pull on it. As you can see, I accidentally wrapped it around here, so let's undo that. This cord definitely feels like the perfect combination of being really durable, but also not big and rigid. And now that it's not looped around, let's pull it through again. And let's put them on, tuck it behind the ear, pull it a little bit tighter, a little bit looser so it's not resting against my face too much. And this one looks pretty good, and the length is nice and long, which I love, and the USB-C looks premium. Let's see if it can charge with my phone. I plug it in, just like that. And it took about 3 or 4 seconds, but the orange light is on and it is charging. And by the way, if you want to monitor the charge, just open the Meta AI app. And at the glasses here, you can see the charge. I just opened it a second ago and it's at 92. So the charge is indeed going up and my glasses are on. Which, by the way, if you were wondering, yes, you can charge these while your glasses are on because of the orange indicator light on the inside that they are indeed charging. And you can listen to music or whatever media you want. You can talk to AI and you can record video. Charge, I have found, will still go up even while you're doing all those intensive things. So it doesn't make it die slower, it actually goes up. Now the thing you have to be careful of though, is that once it gets to 100%, you're gonna wanna unplug your charger, or if it's a power bank, turn your power bank off so it doesn't overcharge it. Because no one makes any that have overcharge protection for the Ray-Ban Metas. Oh, and did I mention that this is the cheapest out of all the chargers too? It's $27.99 with an additional 10% off, but this might just be a temporary sale. So if you want this one, definitely get it before the price goes back up. You can get it overnight for less than $25. I'm about to show you the last one. You can get $25 for free when you sign up for ShowFi using the link in the description. So if you want free money, it's a really easy way to get it. I wish I got that bonus when I signed up, but I didn't. It's a free account. Doesn't cost any money. And honestly, I just love SoFi in general, but if you just want the free money, it's there. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay, so the last accessory, let's take this off, is going to be the High-Blocks one. This is the one I've previously recommended, and it's the one I've owned for quite some time now. But after looking at all of those, my opinion might have changed. So the nice thing about the High-Blocks one is everything is already attached, including this really nice built-in clip right here. You can slide it back and forth, and it attaches right onto the frame really easily. The front component is also the smallest out of all of them, so the most discreet, but it does have that HB branding on there, really subtly, if that's something that concerns you. It charges via USB-C, and yes, you can charge it with your phone. And this one is 3.9 feet long. So if you're like 6 feet tall or taller, it might be a little bit of a problem, but if you're average height or lower, you should be fine. This one's also on sale right now for $27.99 minus a 12% coupon, so right around 25 bucks. Most of the part that attaches on this one is actually on the back, so well hidden from view from anyone else. But on this one, you're gonna slide up from the bottom, just like that, and this little tiny part is gonna hang over the top and clip that part, and it fits really well. It is not gonna come off of there. And then you take the wire over here, and the ideal place for you to clip this on is right next to this circle. So let's do the bottom first, and then the top clips onto both, and then you can push it in so it nudges right against that circle. Although you can pull it farther out if you want to do that, but it definitely fits here best. Then you pull the cord to make sure it's not too loose or too tight, throw them on, wrap it around your ear, and now you plug it into your phone or a power bank, whatever you want, as long as it has USB-C. This one charges immediately, there's no delay. And I've also found that this one, for some reason, charges the fastest. So if you want it to charge really fast and truly have infinite battery life, this one is probably your best bet. But the cord is a little bit shorter. It fits in my pocket pretty snugly, and I have a little bit of slack room here. But if you were keeping it in a lower pocket by your knees, or you happen to be really tall, that might be a little bit of an issue. And the cord is decently thin. I've literally dropped my phone, and I'll do it right now. My glasses are literally holding my phone up, and the cord isn't snapping. My phone's pretty heavy. It's an iPhone 16 with a case on it, so I haven't found problems with the cord being pretty thin, but if that's something you're concerned about, that last accessory before this might be your best bet for a longer cord and a thicker cord. Both of them fit really well, although this one I think fits a tiny bit better. Just because it's thinner, it's even less noticeable on your head. And if you wanted to charge fastest, I would use this one. But if you want to preserve the battery life the longest over a long period of time, I would actually use that fourth one that I just showed you because it charges it a tiny bit slower, so it'll make the battery last longer overall. Now with any of these, you're gonna wanna unplug it when it reaches 100%. Luckily for you, it's really easy to tell when your glasses are at 100% because the light will turn from orange to green just like this. And you can actually see this light while you're wearing the glasses. So as soon as it turns green, all you gotta do is just unplug it from your phone. That's it. If you feel like your glasses are getting pretty low, you can just ask Meta what the charge is, or you can pull up your phone, go to the app, and then it'll be right here on the glasses tab. As you can see, it says 96%. That's the nice thing is the glasses do turn green at 96%, just so you take them out even before they reach 100. So that's a really nice feature. So if you want these high block ones, again, also on sale now for about $25, they're in the description too. So all in all, these are the two I would recommend. They're going to be in the description, but I'll also have the other options down there in the description if you want to check any of those out. I would definitely stay away from the Metaport and from the sharp one that hurts your nose that plugs directly into the case. But that is the things that kill your battery the fastest, the little ways you can improve your battery life. In addition to those big ways to get it as close to 4 hours as possible, a review of every single accessory that fixes the battery on the Ray-Ban Metas and allows them to last forever, or just all day if you want. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, all I ask is that you subscribe. I'll have a new subscriber goal soon. If you want to pick up these glasses, I have a link for them in the description, and these cool blue lenses. If you want to check out any of that, it's in the description. If you have any other battery tips, let us know in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.